Hola y bienvenidos a Innova Realty Podcast. Tengo el honor de presentarles un espacio lleno de información valiosa sobre bienes raíces y negocios locales. Si estás pensando en comprar o vender una casa, o simplemente quieres conocer más sobre las oportunidades que nuestra comunidad tiene para ofrecer, has llegado al lugar indicado. Transmitiendo desde las oficinas de Innova Realty en el 12941 Gulf Freeway Suite 200 en la ciudad de Houston, Texas, tu broker y anfitrión, Miguel Gutierrez, está listo para compartir su conocimiento y experiencia en el mundo inmobiliario. Así que ponte cómodo, comparte la conversación, ajusta el volumen y prepárate para aprender con nosotros.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our newest episode of the Innova Realty Podcast. Here with us, we have Tomás. He's one of our agents here at the agency. Hello, Tomás.
Hi.
And go ahead.
How's everyone out there?
And we have Daniel Pineda as usual. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, how are you? How's everyone doing? This is a good day to do a small improv pop quiz to the two of you guys.
We have really good. We're gonna get a really good conversation about buying a home and first time home buyers, or just anyone that is trying to buy a house that don't know where to start or what to ask. So we have great questions that Daniel is gonna quiz us on.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask the questions based on the perspective of a new buyer. Like I'm gonna buy a brand new home.
A home,
right? For the most part, most new buyers are a little bit nervous and they just don't know what to ask. They're interested, they're tired of paying a rent, and they want to go out there and actually see a home, but they just don't know what questions to start with. Or maybe they have too many questions and they just don't know how to get those
answers. Well, they're just shy or embarrassed. I mean, I have a lot of people that call me and are like, man, I've been trying to buy a home for a couple of years, but I just never ask.
Like one of the first things that most people assume is, hey, I keep on getting a lot of letters from banks and for credit and to get a new credit card and stuff like that. I was like, maybe I can buy a home already.
Yeah.
Like, should I go talk to a lender? Should I go talk to a realtor? What do you guys think?
Honestly, I think talking to a realtor is probably your best bet to start off with, because he can direct you to different types of programs with different lenders based on your credit. There's all types of lenders that can pre-qualify you for, depending on what your credit score is, from as low as maybe 580, all the way up to, 700 and above. There's all types of programs out there for the different incomes.
So to me, it is always better to come to a realtor first, simply because all lenders are different.
Exactly.
Lenders have different programs depending on your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Not every lender have the same programs. So us as realtors, we have different lenders to send you. You might be a first-time home buyer. Well, we have this lender that specializes in first-time home buyers. You might have a small business and your tax returns are different. So we have lenders that specializes for people with small businesses. So it is better to come to us first, and then we'll send you there to the right direction.
Now, if for example, like once I approach you guys and I say, hey, let's set up an appointment. Let's talk about can you guys base it off of how much I earn on a yearly basis, or how does that work?
So it really all depends, because a lot of people think it's because they make maybe a lot of money they're gonna qualify. Well, that's not the case. The way that lenders qualify buyers is by checking how much they make and how much they owe. So it works by ratios.
Okay.
So you probably make $1 million, but then your payments on a monthly basis is $900,000, so you're not gonna qualify for a good amount.
So Tomás,
your debt to income has a lot to do with what you qualify for.
Correct.
So Tomás, when you were saying that the credit score matters, is that where the credit score comes in?
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, your credit score is important, but if like Miguel just said, if you make $1 million and you pay out on a monthly basis $900,000, you only have $100,000, left. So you're not going to qualify for a $500,000 home based on that, because your debt to income ratio is backwards. It's upside down. You need to have more income coming in than going out in order to qualify for a particular property, that you would like. So that's why we get to the process of pre-qualifying, going to a lender, getting pre-qualified to see where your debt to income is, and then that'll determine what house you can afford.
So it's income matters, but at the end of the day, in order for you to acquire that home and for you to get that loan for that home, it's all based on all different
It's really a
aspects.
combination. It's a combination of how much you make,
Uh-huh.
how much you owe, how your credit is.
Mhm.
And the credit is important because the better credit you have, the better rates and the better deal you get. Like, yeah, there is programs that you can qualify with a 580 credit score, but it's going to require more down payment. There is programs out there that you don't need a credit score, but again, you might need 20% down, 30% down. So having a good credit, it helps.
So those letters that we get on the mail that says, "Hey, you can qualify for I don't know, $100,000 personal loan" and stuff like that. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have that power to go get
No,
that house.
those are hooks. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
that's just for you to get the phone and call them and see what they can do. But that doesn't mean you actually qualify because they haven't checked anything on your record or anything.
And if you call those hooks, those loan banks that they send you that letter, which they massively produce them and they massively mail them out just to see who actually calls them. That's not going to get you anywhere because that's not going to get you to start seeing the homes you have seen on the
Correct.
market.
That's why it's always important to go to your agent first, so they can send you to the reputable lender that they can actually check all your like Tomas said, your debt to income and see how much you can afford.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we get that pre-approval letter that tells us he's approved with this type of loan for this amount, then we're gonna go for the for sure thing that we know that you qualify for this amount, and those are the homes that we're gonna see.
Yeah, if you qualify for a $300,000 home, then we're gonna go look at houses that are worth up to $300,000. We're not gonna go see a $500,000 home because you're not gonna qualify, and then you're gonna get disappointed because you want that house but you can't afford it.
Exactly.
So that's where pre-qualification comes in. It's very important.
And we also have cases where they qualify for $500,000 homes, but they shouldn't want to have that payment. So not because you qualify for $500,000 home, we have to show you those type of homes. We can go lower to 300 or 250 or whatever
Correct.
you feel comfortable with.
And would you guys provide advice like, hey, we really recommend that if you wait a few months, maybe you can get your credit card, your credit score higher, and qualify for a little bit more? Is that how it works? I mean,
Yes. Yes, we do all that. I mean, if we even have people that will help you repair your credit, whatever we need to do to help you get into your home is what we're going to advise you to do.
That's why it's important to come to us. We'll send you to the lender, check how your whole thing is, and then go from there.
one of the biggest concerns is that, well, if I approach you guys or I go anywhere, they're going to try to actually check my credit card, and that's going to damage it.
Your credit score.
Credit score, yes. Is that true?
So the lenders that we use, they do a soft pull. There's
Okay.
two ways of checking your credit, with a soft pull or a hard pull. When they do a hard inquiry, not because they check it once it's gonna hurt you. When they start checking a bunch of times, it will start hurting your number, your credit score.
Right.
The lenders that we use, they do soft pull, so it's not gonna hurt you at all.
Yes.
I've also heard that it's always, I mean, I'm a person that tries to plan things out. And there's always, unfortunately, there's things that come your way that are unexpected. So, but buying a home is it's a huge investment for your future, for your family. And it's always good to lay out your plan to your realtor so you know what to expect, because I've heard that, hey, I was just about to go buy my house, but I mean, had a deal to get a new car, so I went and got that car, and that threw off my house.
So usually what I like to do when somebody calls me and that they're trying to buy a house, I always have a first meeting to kind of study your case and see where you're at, and come up with a plan. I mean, not because you come talk to me, you have to buy a house. We can, make an appointment. We'll see your situation and see where you're at, and we can come up with a plan.
And is there any charges, like if every time I visit you or we have an appointment, or how does that work as a realtor? How do you guys actually get paid at the end of the day, essentially?
Well, I mean, we get paid, not necessarily by talking to you, and giving you advice. We get paid by helping you get the ultimate dream, and that's owning your home. If we can't help you to get your home, then we don't make any money. So our job is to advise you and give you everything that you need so you can be prepared for that purchase. And once you do make that purchase, then that's where, we make our money. But our ultimate goal is to help you. It's not necessarily to, go out and make, $1 million off of you. Our job is to help you become a homeowner. That's our job.
If you want an appointment with me, you actually have to bring me a large coffee. That's going to be the cost of talking to you. And if you want to talk to me, 713-480-9581. And with Tomás,
it's 832-462-0835.
And he's free.
So, he brings the coffee.
All right. So what about another big question is, how much money do I have to put in the table so I can get that house? So what's it called? How much money do I have to put in so I can put a down payment?
That's a great question, but it all depends. It all depends on the type of loan that you qualify for or where you want your house. For example, if you want it in Houston and you qualify with an FHA loan, for example, it's required for you to have a 3.5% down payment. So 3.5 for whatever the amount you qualify for.
So if it's $100,000, that's $3,500.
Correct.
So
correct.
You kind of.
But then if you want a house, probably outside of Houston, like on Conroe or Texas City, when it's outside of Houston, in the suburbs, there's loans that you can qualify with 100%. So you require 0% down. If you are a veteran, and not by age, but by if you're military, you can qualify with a VA loan, and that's also 0 down. So again, that's why it's so important to do that first visit with us to send you to the right lender to see how much you're gonna need. So there's not a standard amount that I can tell you, oh, you're gonna need $10,000 to a house. I can't tell you that until we see your case.
I mean, many people wait until they get, 10% or 20% of.
There is a myth out there that you need 20% down to be able to buy a house. Well, that's wrong. There's many programs out there that you can go in with 0 down. There's programs with 3%. There's programs with 3.5%. So it depends on you and your case. Everybody's different.
Got it. Any input?
No, I'm just, I agree with everything that he just said. I mean, there are all types of programs for any type of, income out there. I mean, and basically what you just need to do is just come to us and we'll send you, to get your pre-qualification and, we'll help you determine, where you're at.
All right. So
we actually, before I forget, we actually have a lender that if you qualify with an FHA loan, and like I said, FHA loan is a 3.5% down. Well, this lender will lend you the 96.5% as the loan, plus they will lend you the 3.5% for the down payment.
Okay.
So it's a very, very good loan. There's a lot of people that are ready to buy. They just don't have the money just yet. Well, they will let you borrow the 96.5 plus the 3.5.
Which, in other words, is 100% financing.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't have to come up with any money other than maybe, earnest money or, stuff like that.
And you still have your closing costs, but us as agents, and right now being a buyer's market, we can easily negotiate for the seller to pay your closing costs or most of your closing costs.
Correct.
There's
That's all good to know.
also new homes, like brand new homes with new subdivisions. Right now they're paying for closing costs and they're giving you really good rates.
Correct.
So our friends out there that have already made that appointment with Tomás and they have already bought the coffee cup for Miguel, and they have already been pre-qualified for a loan, and they have started to see homes and they fall in love with one, and they have what's the next step? I mean, I've already spent the time. We have a plan set. We have visited homes. I like one. What's next for those individuals?
So you want to go on that one?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so when you already find the house that you like, we need to put an offer. We need to put an offer, see if he gets accepted. If he gets accepted, hey, congratulations, now the process really starts. That's whenever we start doing inspections. And then after the inspections, we have to do an appraisal. The appraisal is going to determine if the house is worth what we're paying. And then after that, it's just really paperwork, you and your lender, and just waiting for the closing. Whenever we find the house, it's usually about 30 days to close on it. And usually when you close, that's when you get your keys and you can start living in the house.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for today. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you guys have a passing grade on your pop quiz. I don't know if you want to share your social media so you can.
So if they can follow, if you guys, you can follow me at Miguel Gutierrez Broker on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. I think they're all the same. you can follow me there. Give me a like, share what I put in there. I do put a lot of information. I do videos and different things to try to educate and answer the questions that you guys might have. Feel free to call me also if you have any questions. There's no small questions. So 713-480-9581. And if you don't have the coffee, I have it here in the office. No worries.
And mine is Tomás González with a Z67 at yahoo.com. I am on Instagram, Facebook, pretty much anywhere you want to find me, that's where I'll be.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. See you on the next one.
Fue un placer estar con ustedes, muchas gracias por acompañarnos. No olviden darle like al video y sigan a nuestro experto vía Instagram y Facebook como Miguel Gutierrez Broker y búsquenos en YouTube como Miguel Gutierrez.